everyone. Welcome to another Live with Blitsy, where we like to share some fun products, fun updates, and do some demos.
We have an awesome show today for you guys. First, we'll give you a couple of updates from Blitsy, and then we have the Tim Holtz mini Crazy Birds.
Right.
Same Crazy Birds everybody loves, just smaller. We also have Heidi here, who's going to show us some cute mug rugs and share a quick video with you guys. We've got some other fun products as well, and we of course have Emily, who is manning the chat. So make sure you're chatting with Emily over there. We're going to check in with her in just a minute. But first, let's talk about a couple of updates.
Yeah, what's new, Katie? What's going on?
I don't know if you guys saw, but last week we hit over 16,000 on our Instagram. So we were kind of late to the Instagram game, and we're building it up this year. And Emily is the one who mans that, and she's doing an amazing job with beautiful pictures. So if you guys aren't following us already, make sure you're following on Instagram, because it's growing and getting better every day.
And it is really, really pretty. So
it is. I also know that tomorrow we're going to be launching a fun Valentine's Day giveaway, so you'll want to keep an eye out for that. And we're doing a couple other things for Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah, we are actually going to do a last minute kind of project session with you guys. So any kind of last minute projects that you can do for Valentine's Day, we're going to do that actually Facebook Live on Thursday.
Right, so if you aren't following us on Facebook, we do live video there as well. We've only done it a handful of times, but Thursday, I think at 4 o'clock Central, we're going to go live and show you some cool last-minute Valentine's Day gift ideas for the weekend.
So for those of you that have waited to the last minute, this will be the time to join.
Yes. So that'll be 4 o'clock Central on Facebook. Valentine's Day, crafts, gotta love it. Let's check in with Emily, though, before we jump into everything else and see who has joined us on chat today.
Hey Katie and Megan, we have a lot of people here with us today ready to chat about crafts, learn about some great new products. I'm excited to hear from Heidi. I've already seen some of the videos that she shot for us last week about some knitting 101 basics, and I actually feel like I could do them, which I think is really impressive. So we're excited to share those with you guys really soon and have Heidi back with us here today to talk about some more knitting projects, because I know that that's an area that a lot of you are interested in getting into.
Perfect. Very cool. Yeah. So she'll be doing that in just a minute. First, we're going to jump in, though, with who doesn't love Tim Holtz and Crazy Birds?
People are loving the Crazy Birds, and he took it one step further and made mini versions of the big version. So
yes, I'm gonna not lie to you guys. At first, I was like, "What is this? The Crazy Birds?
Yeah.
Like what?" I wasn't really feeling it, and then I saw what everyone was doing, and I'm like, "Okay, I get it now." They're coloring them really cool and like coming up with fun sayings, and they've got all these little accessories that go along with them. So I get it a little bit now.
And they come with the coordinating dies, so it makes it really easy to kind of cut them out, cut out all the fun accessories that Katie talked about, so you're not using your scissors to try and like get around all the corners. Throw it in a die cutting machine and it cuts it out perfectly. So stamps and dies together, perfect pair.
Exactly. So Claudia actually was playing around with these minis, and she did this cute little card. I'm going to show you guys on the overhead as well, so you can see the stamps and the dies up close. But basically, he just took the same exact concept that he did with the regular size and made them smaller. So someone was saying, were you saying, oh, could we use these in planners?
Yes.
You probably could, because they're just little guys.
Yeah, because I heard, oh, it's smaller now. So I'm like, oh, everyone's kind of going the small route, so people can start incorporating more stamps, stickers, etc. in their planner. So I thought, how small will these be? So they're not super tiny, but you could probably still get away if you wanted to add them to your planner, because they're not gigantic like the original. So.
Exactly. So they have the rubber stamps, and you get all of the Crazy Birds and the little things in the set. And the little things are like the hats and the glasses. There's a little paintbrush. There's some seasonal items like a snowman hat and candy cane, and then a witch's hat, pumpkin, Easter ears.
Those might be my favorite, the little bunny ears.
So you can use these all year round with all of the different holidays. And what's really, and birthday over here too. And what's really cool is the dies coordinate perfectly. So you can actually use these together and layer them. So like Claudia did on this card, you can see that she did the layering. So this wing is actually popped up with a dimensional dot there. And then the heart as well is popped up. So you can layer these and kind of mix and match all of the pieces together.
Yeah, and you can see she's obviously channeling Valentine's Day, which is also the hearts are incorporated in the stamp and die set. So this is really kind of going to get you through all of your seasons, all of your holidays, as well as, you know, like birthdays, any kind of special
There's even
events.
a flag for like 4th of July and all of your patriotic holidays.
And a little hat there that you could do for, like, you know, the Kentucky Derby or just kind of spring.
So cute.
Yeah.
Little bow tie for weddings or
top
getting dressed up, top hat.
Yeah.
So these are really cool. You get 51 dies in this set, and then let's see if it shows what we have. How many stamps are in here? Lots of stamps. I don't know. It doesn't have the number on there, but I would imagine
it doesn't say.
Close to the amount of the dies. So I also grabbed the regular size stamps so you can see the difference in the sizes. So you can see here, this is the original Crazy Bird. And then we'll cut one out so you can see right on top.
Yeah, so much smaller.
So much smaller.
Yeah.
So basically just shrink it down.
And you could even pair those together, like the mother and the baby bird.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. That might be what he was thinking. I didn't even think
the baby
that.
versions?
Yes, little baby version. You could have a little family of birds.
Oh my God, family of birds.
How cute
Why
is that?
not?
All right, let's check in with Emily and see who is crazy for these birds.
There are a lot of people that really, such a good pun, Katie. There's a lot of people that really love Tim Holtz, love everything he makes. A lot of people that are said, oh, you know, like I wasn't really sure about these at first, but they've really grown on me and I love them now. We were totally on the same wavelength with, like, it's a little bird family. Like, someone actually pointed out too, I don't know if you said this, that the mini are actually the reverse image of the larger ones. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh. Is it?
Is it?
I think so. Are they?
Actually, yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can kind of see that overhead here. So you would stamp that down that way, and this one is stamped this way.
So like all the like ones can kind of like look at each other and be friends. And,
okay.
Yeah. But Lori said that she stamped these and like has them and she just lets her son color them. Like he thinks they're funny. So I think these are like great little exaggerated cartoon characters that kids would definitely love too.
Definitely. I'm glad to hear I wasn't alone in the I don't know about this at first and then it kind of sticks on you and you get used to it. So
and I mean the fact that it comes with all the fun little accessories, you can put hats on them and sunglasses and you know all the kind of fun extras make it that much more exciting. You know?
Yeah, and you can use all different sorts of mediums for coloring these. You could watercolor them. You can just use your plain old markers.
I think I saw Claudia actually using colored pencils maybe on these. So.
I think she was. Yeah, she was crossing her fingers that her colored pencils were sharpened because she wanted to use colored pencils. on
so
them,
lots of different ways you can color these guys in.
Exactly. So we have linked both of those below. We have them. They're brand new, so we have them available for you. Made it really easy to link below, so if you're wanting these, you can put them in your cart and grab them.
Yep.
And then we're gonna move on to our second topic and bring Heidi on in. If you guys met Heidi, I'm gonna let you go in the middle here.
Hey everybody.
And she is here again to share some of her yarn expertise with you. So Heidi, what do you have for us today?
I have these retro-tastic, I think that's the best word for them.
I love it.
Mug rugs. So here's a mug. I literally stole someone's copy. And so this knitting project I thought I'd do because it is the ideal beginner project. It uses garter stitch throughout, so you only need to know how to cast on, work a knit stitch, bind off, and then if you want to add fringe to make it super retro-y and funky, you can do that. I've made the four different videos to learn how to do this start to finish. Will be on the Blitsy site soon. And I think we've got a little preview of one of them that we can show you guys right now.
We do. Let's take a look.
So let's get started. So on my needle here, I have done a basic knitting cast on and knit a few rows to show you what we're about to create just with a knit stitch. So what you'll need to do is have the left-hand needle or the non-dominant needle will have all the loops on it that you're going to knit with. Then your dominant hand or right-hand needle will be bare, and this is the one you'll do all of your stitching with. So first, pierce that very first loop on the left-hand needle with the tip of the right-hand needle. So see how I'm forming an X where the two needles meet? and the X is intersecting through this front of this first loop. Then you'll grab your tail, also known as your working yarn, wrap it around the needle, pulling it toward you and over, and pull the right needle back through that first loop, catching the wrapped yarn as you go. Then simply sweep that stitch off the needle and you're ready for the second stitch. So once again, pierce that first loop on the left-hand needle, forming an X. Wrap the working yarn toward you and around the right needle. Bring it back through and swing it off. Make your X, wrap, bring it through, swing it off. When I learned to knit as a kid, my grandma kind of had me sing almost like a nursery rhyme to learn, and I find it even helps when I teach adults how to knit. So make your X, wrap your yarn, bring it back, swing it off. Make your X, wrap your yarn, bring it back, swing it off. And you just keep going like that until you get to the end of the row, and I'll just speed up a little so I can show you what to do at the end of the row. There we go. Now, all 10 of those stitches that were on my left needle are on my right hand needle. So you turn your yarn like you'd turn the page of a book, going from right to left. Then all your loops on your left hand needle, and you're ready to start working again, just like before. So that was a look at how to do a basic knit stitch, which, as you learned in the video, forms the foundation of all knitting. If we want to take a closer look down here at the mug rugs, I did 3 of them here in a couple of different color combos. And they can be used as coasters, but if you're not feeling the mug rug vibe, all you have to do is literally keep knitting the knit stitch longer, and you'll have a scarf like the one I showed last week on the live feed. It's
awesome.
I know,
I love that.
Yeah, so if you're really into it and want to get your practicing with your knit stitch, just keep going and you'll have a scarf for you or somebody in your life knitting. The best thing about knitting is it makes great gifts, always. Everyone's always excited about it.
It does, and I like that this is kind of manageable if you're a beginner, so then you have a finished product and you can be like, oh, I did it! You don't have to wait for a whole scarf to be knit. You can actually do a smaller version and get the same satisfaction of doing it yourself.
Exactly.
And I love their little mini rugs. I mean, your mug, like, come on, it's so cute.
Yeah, absolutely. And then later today, Blitsy, we're going to have the playlist for all the videos to make these start to finish up for you. And then linked below are all the supplies you need. Also this week, I'm going to be doing a blog post on how to kind of set up your beginner knitting toolkit, which is great with Blitsy because everything is so affordable here.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited. This is really cool. I think this is an awesome kickoff to the projects that you're going to be sharing with us, and I can't wait to hear what everyone has to say about these. Again, she linked all of those products below to get you started doing just this, the mug rug, and I think it's very manageable for those that want to get started. And we'll have those videos for you today. So thank you so much, Heidi.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what we show next week.
Yeah, it's always so exciting. It's like, because obviously we haven't really done a ton with yarn, so all of the awesome ideas you're bringing. I know when Emily and I were on Periscope, was it Friday, I think it was, people were so excited that you're coming on board. Everyone's been wanting to learn, so it's like the perfect timing, and now, we're starting them off with these amazing projects, and there's even more to come, so I can't wait to see what else you have under your sleeve? Up your sleeve? Under your sleeve.
What's under there?
Up your sleeve.
All right, thanks guys.
Thank you. All right, very cool. So, I want to check in with Emily real quick and see what people are thinking.
People think these are so cute. I love that it's such like an easy project to get started with. It's not as intimidating as maybe an entire scarf would be. It's really simple to get going, and it's small enough that if you completely mess it up, you haven't wasted like a ton of supplies or a lot of time on it. They all have said, oh my God, Heidi's like a great instructor. She's such a good teacher. Which, like I said, I feel like I could actually do this. She makes it really easy, and I think we've got a lot of great close-up, slow shots that show you exactly what her hands are doing that makes it even easier to transfer. So I did link in here, if you've already gotten into knitting, Heidi's already got some great projects up on our videos section in both knitting and crochet. If you are ready to learn, watch our YouTube channel later today for this series of videos. I linked that in the chat so that you can go and subscribe and not miss them.
Perfect. The other thing I love is you can pick your colors.
Yeah.
So you can do the same project a million times, but with all different colors and give it as gifts, and you're doing something original every time. So pick your own colors, endless options. Awesome. So.
All right. So like Katie said, up next, I'm going to quickly show you guys the Marion Smith Color Lab Sparkling Pigments. And I unfortunately only have just one here, but it's the prettiest color, so it's fine. This is a really, well, they're calling it vintage rose, but kind of a lighter sparkly pink. And this little powder is magical. So
it is. And we actually have a similar, it's different color. We have the Spun Sugar linked below. Spun Sugar is going to be a little bit more pinky than this one. So keep that in mind when you see what we've got today.
Easter-y, springy.
Yes, springy.
But yeah, these are awesome because you can actually create your own mists. You can add them to different mediums like Mod Podge, paint, gesso, and then you can basically create your own colors by taking different, if you want like a little bit of, if you want to make like an orange, you just take the different colors, make it as bright or as dark as you want. So you're kind of in control when it comes to making either your own spritzes or adding colors to any of your mediums, which is awesome because we all obviously are creative, and anything that we can make ourselves we want to do. So the fact that you can kind of customize and create your own colors is pretty cool.
That's right. And Marion Smith actually has a recipe card that shows you all, if you mix the colors, all the different colors that you can make. And they've got fun like colors like cookie and different things that you wouldn't typically just buy off the shelf. Although the colors are gorgeous by themselves too without mixing them up. So let's see what they look like.
So I'm just going to show you here. This is just a spray bottle filled with water. And I'm just going to open this up. And I don't have, she uses these really tiny, cute little scoops. I'm just going to use my paintbrush here to kind of scoop this out. I'm just going to scoop a little, and a little goes a long way, and plop it in my water there. And then I'm going to give it a nice little shaky shake shake here. Shake it up. Maybe I should add more to make it a little bit darker. I mean, you can see it's pretty light, but it has that really pretty shimmer in there. Let me add a little bit more here. But like I said, what's really cool is you can create your own custom colors. So if you're not feeling the colors that you buy off the shelf, you can make your own, which is awesome. So, all right, let me shake this up. You guys can see that. Did you see that sparkle in there? I mean, we all love sparkle, and the fact that this has such a pretty shimmer to it, you're already winning. So just do a little spray there. If you guys can see, I probably picked too light of a paper here to see, but there's really pretty sparkles in there and pink color.
Hopefully you can see it.
Can you guys see? It's really, really light. I probably should have added more, but yeah, you can create your own colors, which obviously takes your crafting to the next level. So I also grabbed some paint here.
You can actually see all of the sparkle in there.
Yeah.
It's like super shimmery.
Super shimmery, and it's really fine. So this here is, I keep knocking this bottle over. This here is just some white paint. Gonna throw a little on there. And then I was actually watching Marion Smith this morning, and all she does is she actually takes her paintbrush and puts it right in the medium that she's using, and then sticks it into the sparkle, so it picks that sparkle up. There's another piece of paper here. And then she just starts painting with it. So you can see here, I've now mixed my sparkle there with just some white paint. So you can paint on obviously papers. You can paint on, fabric, lace. I
would have thought to add it into the paint
that's what
and
I
mix it
thought.
up, but I guess you can do it either way.
Anyway, in hers, she was just dipping it in there and then adding it to her little sparkle shimmer here, and then just adding it to her project. So that's just the white paint, which I said this color, obviously it's pretty light, but obviously if I had a darker color, you can see a little better. And then what I also love is you can add it to Mod Podge, which is great because I feel like everyone here in this office is like a huge fan of Mod Podge. So if you do a project and you want to seal it in and you want to kind of give it that kind of vintage kind of look to kind of finish it off, you can add it to Mod Podge. So I'll just grab a little Mod Podge.
Dip it right in there.
Dip it right in. Is it weird that I like the way Mod Podge smells?
You say that all the time. That's so funny.
Like, is it weird? Does anyone else agree? smells so good.
I think you said that before you were pregnant too. Yeah. So
this is obviously, for some reason this is darker, I think because I had more on my paintbrush here, but the Mod Podge you can see.
Yeah, you can see that rose color a lot more with the Mod Podge.
And then if you want to,
it doesn't dilute the color at all like the paint does.
But if you wanted to, you could add more to kind of dilute the color, to add it, spread it out a little bit more, and you could just give your projects that really kind of pretty, kind of vintage kind of effect using the Mod Podge, and it will seal it in. So
very cool.
Use with Mod Podge. You can also use it with gesso. I have some gesso here. And then if you want, I'll go back to my paint here. You can even use it on, your flower, your paper flowers, paper leaves here. So the possibilities really are endless with this sparkling kind of pigment here. So I'll just add a little bit more paint there. Dip it in my
I love that you can make your own sprays too. That's really cool.
Because how many times have you been looking for a specific color and you just can't find what you're looking for? Well, now it doesn't matter because you can actually create your own. So I'm just adding, this is my white paint that I've kind of tinted with the sparkle there, and you can see I'm just kind of painting it on my leaf.
Very pretty.
Yeah, so you can get white leaves or white flowers, and you can totally customize them once again to match any of the projects you're working on. So love these, and love that they're totally mixable.
Does anybody have these?
It sounds like, I'm not sure if anyone has tried these. Someone did ask how do they compare to Perfect Pearls? Do you know?
I don't
know either. I think they're different consistencies.
Yeah.
The Perfect Pearl is
that a little thicker maybe?
I think so.
Yeah, and I don't know if is it as shimmery as these? These seem pretty shimmery. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We might have some here, and we'll have to test it out and see the difference of what it looks like on there. But yeah, that's pretty shimmery.
Yeah,
on there. So Perfect Pearls are too, but
yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think they're probably similar. I mean, there might be a couple of differences, like Katie said. One might be a little bit kind of finer than the other, but similar results, I think. I mean, the color shades are probably a little bit different too, so you might be able to get a different color palette with one as opposed to the other.
It sounds like also for making sprays, some people, instead of mixing with water, they actually just mix with plain alcohol.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like that actually, they like it, for one reason, it dries faster than the plain water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good tip.
So I don't know, maybe we'll have to try some A/B comparison. And
absolutely.
Yeah. I would never have thought that, but that's a great idea. And the fact that it dries quicker, obviously a win-win there. So thanks for the tip.
So we have some other Marion Smith Designs products as well, and we linked those. We didn't have the samples to show you live, but we wanted to give you all of the options. So make sure you check that out right below so you can see all of the cool Marion Smith products that we have available today.
All right.
Want to move to the next?
Yeah, so I'm going to move this out of the way now that I've made a mess. We, like Katie said earlier in our broadcast, we decided to bring back or kind of
revive Stash
Crashers. So we went to our warehouse this morning and we grabbed a stash that we're going to crash. I'm going to grab that here in a second. I'm just going to kind of
If you aren't familiar, this is an old series we used to do on our YouTube channel last year and the year before. And basically, like Megan said, we just go down to our warehouse, pick a random order, and then we show you what somebody else picked up. It's kind of like a haul video, except we're doing it for you. And it's just kind of fun because everybody that goes to Blitsy finds something different than the person next to them. Even we are surprised a lot of times. I haven't even looked at this order yet. So we're going to show you and just kind of walk through some of the items. Whose stash do we have today?
This is actually Dawn from Arizona.
Awesome. So we'll see what Dawn picked up, and then if you guys have any questions, you can search all of these items on Blitsy. Some of them will have been from events that are limited time, limited quantity, but we have thousands upon thousands of items that are every day, and you just have to use the search tool to find them. So if there's anything that you see, make sure you search it because you might be able to find it.
That's right.
So what do we have in Dawn's order today?
It looks like I see a lot going on in Dawn.
She must, a lot of pink.
Yeah, she must have a lot of different projects in mind, or maybe she's kind of mixing and matching. I don't know. But first up here, she picked up the Bernat Softy Baby Chunky yarn, and this is like the softest, chunkiest yarn ever. And I know Claudia and I used these for the baby shower to make our pom-poms, and they were, our pom-poms, and they were so soft and so fluffy, and this was the brand that we used.
I want a blanket. Heidi, I want a blanket.
I'm like, here you go. So yeah.
And look at that cute sweater.
I know, right?
It's like, it's super chunky.
See, you follow Heidi, and she will eventually, teach you how to create that cute little little knit hooded sweater. So
It's a pretty pink too.
yeah, I love the pink.
All right, I'll jump in next. I see some mink foil. These are for the Heidi Swap mink, and you can foil really anything that you want. And these colors are gorgeous. So it looks like she has the mint, the pink, and
Is it like isn't platinum?
this one. Oh yeah. Oh, so silver.
Silver.
Yeah, silver, pink, and mint. So
I love the colors.
these are awesome. You can use your Heidi Swap Mink machine to really foil anything that you print from your laser printer, and there's lots of different things that Heidi has that come ready to be foiled as well, so like cards and tags and all of that great stuff.
And if you were following us at CHA, she has some new products that are coming out that are going to take your foiling to the next level. So stay tuned for those. I don't know when we're going to get our hands on those, but they were pretty awesome.
I really love this mint color.
right?
I really do. There's some ombre foils coming out. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
So pretty.
Okay, so
let's see. So she's also stocking up, looks like, on some paints here from Martha Stewart. These are the satin paints. This one is, let's see, this looks like Spring Pasture. Gotta love Martha and her creative names. This one is, oh my god, pink. And then this one is Pond. So love, I'm always pulling for these, the Martha Stewart satin. They're multi-surface, so you can use them on different surfaces, which makes them really great, so you don't have to get specific paints. Like you can use them on fabric, you can use them on paper, wood, whatever. Love the multi-surface Martha Stewart paints.
I'm gonna pull for the paper here. This is Road Trip by Prima, and this is, I guess, to document all, isn't it Prima? Yeah, that's Prima. Oh, I don't want to ruin Dawn's pad of paper and open it for her, but maybe you can get a feel for this.
So maybe for like summer travels.
Yes. So you've got someone on the road trip there.
Maybe she's got a special trip planned.
Some wood grain in there, some brown wood grain. So these are single-sided. You get 48 pieces in that. So again, it's the Prima paper stack from the Road Trip collection.
Perfect. And she also picked up these cute little paper mache boxes. I don't know what she's doing with these, but I love them. Look at how cute are those. They're just little paper mache boxes. You could probably add some paper, add some ribbon, use them maybe as like a little trinket holder. Or I think one of our old creative team members actually took a bunch of different paper mache boxes and made like a cake.
Oh, cute.
I don't know who that was, but they made like a little like...
Well, you just did those conversation heart boxes.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cute.
Yeah.
So the same type of thing as this, except in the shape of a heart, and just painted it different colors and put little sayings like conversation hearts. Yeah. I love that project.
So many things you can do with just a raw paper mache box. You can even like cut a hole in there and make it a cute little bank or something. So
okay, next up, more paper accents. These are chipboard shapes. These are the pendants, and you get 12 in the natural colors. So you can Mod Podge on these. You can cover it with scrapbook paper, paint them, add your glitter. And then these are the snippets, and they're called the Marquee #1, and you get 3 in this little packet as well. So great for titles and things like that.
Or even like a shower, like marking, like, if you do a chalkboard, marking your, stations or whatever.
Absolutely. So many cool things you can do with those.
Lots of raw surfaces here. She also grabbed 2 packs of the craft sticks. So once again, she's getting, 100 sticks in each of these packs. So I don't know if she's going to be doing some projects with kids or what.
You know what? She could use that as
a little marker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
who knows? Dawn, what are you doing with all this?
You could dye these. You could paint them. You could spray them with your spritzes to add some color. So that's what I love, a good raw surface. So many things you could do.
Okay, and last but not least, what is this? Oh, this is cool. This is a little coaster set, and so there's raw coasters in here, and then you can decorate the holder as well.
Love
so what is this? Is it doesn't say what brand this is? Doris. So this is from Doris. It just comes totally raw like that, and then what a great gift this would be for someone to customize,
like a housewarming gift, or even like a bridal shower gift, like kind of like a monogram or something for a new bride
or weddings.
Yeah,
very cool.
Awesome stuff, Dawn.
So how did you guys like our first Stash Crashers here on live?
Yeah.
We've always kind of done it in video form and never done it live, but now we can answer any questions or kind of get your reactions on Dawn's order. So let's check in with Emily, see if we've gotten any feedback on Stash Crashers.
Well, Dawn's definitely got a great mix of crafty goodies. She's going to have a lot of fun. Definitely excited to see or think about what she might be making. I love when you take the products and kind of think about like, oh, like you could do this with this, and like, because there's so many different ways that you can use all of these different products together. Some people, we have some old fans of Stash Crashers, some people that have never seen it before, so we're definitely really excited to bring it to you in this format and really get some real-time feedback on what it is that you guys are loving, what you're interested in. A lot of people like the foil. Someone had a question, should I get a Heidi? Sounds like she's been back and forth on if she should get a mink or a foiling machine, and should she get it. I would say definitely yes. Foil, as we saw at CHA, is a trend that's not going anywhere anytime soon, so it's definitely going to be a great crafty investment for you. It's going to be something that you can use in a lot of projects over the next few years. I thought I went back on my page and was about to refresh and lose everything. Careful swiping. But a lot of people are really interested. I'll see if I can dig up that coaster set on the website, because that's really cute and like a great little kind of project that just comes all ready for you to create.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm always a huge fan of any kind of raw surface because I just feel like the possibilities are really endless, and customizing it to match either your home decor or if you're making it for a gift for somebody. I just love being able to have that kind of creative control over what you're making, so it's, the sky's the limit on what you make. So.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if you could foil those coasters.
Oh, I bet you could. You could maybe foil like a paper or something and then Mod Podge that on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Possibilities.
I know, endless.
I do think that it's definitely worth the investment to get a mink machine.
Oh, for sure.
And the big question is, though, do you get the big one or do you get the small one?
Yeah.
And it totally depends on, are you mostly a card maker and you don't do larger scale projects? Or are you a scrapbooker and you might run a 12 by 12 through there? Even if you're not a scrapbooker, though, you can do so much more.
Home decor.
Home decor with the larger size. So I don't scrapbook, but I tend towards the larger one just because you can do prints for your gallery wall or different home decor items. So it just depends.
I don't like to be limited either, because if one day you have the small one, you realize, I really had this gorgeous piece of paper I want to run through, and you're like, oh, I don't have the big one, now I need the big one, which is fine. But if you want, I would say start with the big one, and then if you realize, okay, like I don't necessarily need to pull the big one out every single time, I'm going to do a project, maybe I'll invest in the small one. But that's just my own personal, because go big or go home, I say.
Or if you're really on a tight budget and you're like, I can only get the mini one, then start with that one, because you can always mat something. So if you wanted to do a larger project, run something smaller through and then mat it on a larger sheet of paper. So then
that's a good idea too.
So just depends on what you're using it for. So that would be the decision I'd be making. Not do I need one, but which one do I need?
Like we said, at CHA this year, Heidi came out with quite a few new products for the mink.
All the colors are so pretty.
And there's was it silk screening, there's paints, there's
so there's a reactive spray that you can use with foil, there's paints you can use with foil, so they're coming out with all different ways that you can use all of the foil. So it's not, and we always think gold foil. I know, I always say gold foil. It's not gold foiling. It's as you saw from the stash here, there's all different colors that you can use. And I'm expanding beyond gold.
I know. It's so funny because every time we talk about foil, like Katie said, if I do a project, I always go for gold. But no, you're right. There are so many different colors. There's ombre, there's, blues, pinks, purple, whatever. There's so many different colors. So it's just fun to add that extra kind of shimmer foil touch to your projects, especially with the mink. So
definitely. Okay, so we have one more thing for you today. We are ending, of course, with some Valentine's Day inspiration because it's this weekend. If you haven't started your crafting, you still have time. We chose one of our easier projects that have supplies that you might already have laying around. So let's take a look at that video.
How cute is that little banner? Are you kidding
I love
me?
it.
Like,
I love it.
Doilies in a punch, right? Like that's all you need to create, a last minute kind of, either for your mantle, because we love mantles, even for your front door, or if you're having a party, or your kids are having a party at school, and they come to you, oh Mom, by the way, you were in charge of making, the banner for the sweet table. There's an idea for you.
Or just something cute to have if you have kids for when they wake up, so the house feels a little bit festive and they know that you're thinking of them and that you love them.
Yeah, or if you plan on doing any sort of Valentine's Day photos, how cute with your kids kind of holding a cute little banner. So
always full of such good ideas, Megan.
All
right, so don't forget, Thursday we'll be back here again at 10 o'clock Central. Actually, I won't be here because I have a meeting that I'll be at, but Megan will be here on Thursday with awesome stuff for you guys. And then Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock Central, I'll be back and we'll be doing live last minute Valentine's Day ideas on Facebook.
Right. And don't forget, we'll also be back tomorrow on Periscope doing a quick craft video or quick craft project to show you guys. So we'll be there tomorrow at, 3:30?
I think so.
3:30 Central Standard on Periscope. But we will show you a quick craft you can do.
Can't get rid of us. We're
every day.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you soon.
Bye.